I was banished to the kitchen at my own brother's wedding. That's how it started. Not with a fight, not with a scream, but with silence. Awkward, crushing silence, as I stood in a $3,000 designer dress, clutching an invitation with my full name embossed in gold, only to be told by a bridesmaid, "Are you sure you're at the right wedding?" Let that sink in. I'm Alexandra Morgan, 32, CEO of Atlas Technologies, a company I built from nothing but a secondhand laptop and a dream, and I wasn't even allowed to sit with family at my brother's wedding. I grew up with Nathan in a two-bedroom apartment in Chicago, where our mom worked 2 jobs after our dad left us at 8 and 10. We shared shoes, dreams, secrets. We made a pact under our bunk beds with flashlights in hand, promising to always have each other's backs. I helped him pack for college, stayed up all night studying with him, even pawned my laptop once to help him pay rent during an unpaid internship. When I started coding in my dorm room, building what would become a multi-million-dollar tech empire, Nathan was my first investor, $500 from his campus job. "I believe in you, Alex," he said, squeezing my shoulder. "You're going to change the world." And for 10 years, I did. I slept on office floors, faced investor after investor who dismissed me for being young, female, too ambitious. But Nathan was always there once a month, then once a week, cheering me on. He climbed his own ladder at Morgan Finance, becoming their youngest VP. We celebrated each other's wins like they were our own. But then he met Stephanie Harrington, daughter of a real estate magnate, raised in homes with names like Seabreeze and Everglow. And slowly my brother changed. Our calls became rare. His language shifted, the club, summer in the Hamptons, our social circle. I told myself I was happy for him. 6 months before the wedding, Morgan Finance approached Atlas for a $30 million partnership. I saw it as fate, professional success, and family reconnection in one deal. Nathan was excited. "This is huge for both of us," he said. "It'll secure my partnership track." I signed the contract with pride. Finally, I thought, we're a team again. The wedding invitation arrived, thick cream paper, gold lettering, my full name, Alexandra Morgan, CEO of Atlas Technologies. I thought Stephanie was finally acknowledging me. I spent weeks on a custom gift, a painting of Chicago and Manhattan skylines, symbolizing where we came from and where they were going. I bought the dress, got my hair and makeup done, practiced small talk about art, travel, finance. I wanted to belong. I wanted to support my brother. But the moment I walked into the Preston Hotel in Manhattan, something felt wrong. At the welcome table, a bridesmaid scanned the list, confused. "Are you sure you're at the right wedding?" Nathan greeted me with stiff arms, already looking over my shoulder. "Alex, you made it," he said, like I was a surprise guest. I found no seat for me in the front rows. A staff member told me to take any seat in the back. During the ceremony, I sat in the last row, watching my brother vow to love and honor a woman who had never once looked me in the eye. At cocktail hour, I overheard. "That's her, the sister. Runs some tech company. New money, you know." Then came the reception. A staff member led me not to the ballroom, but down a service corridor. My heart pounded. "There must be a mistake," I said. But he led me into the hotel kitchen, bustling, hot, loud. And there, in a corner behind a serving station, was a single table, 1 chair, 1 plate, a name card, a Morgan. Plain text, no elegance, no respect. I texted Nathan. "I'm in the kitchen. Please help." No reply. A chef noticed my distress. "You're the groom's sister?" he asked, stunned. Before he could help, Stephanie appeared, resplendent, furious. "Alexandra, are you causing a disruption?" "I'm in the kitchen," I said. "There's been a mistake." "No mistake," she said coldly. "Space is limited. Accommodations were made." "Accommodations?" I repeated. "I'm your husband's only sister. This wedding includes important people," she snapped. "Nathan understands how these things work now." Then, loud enough for the staff to hear, "The help eats in the kitchen, Alexandra. I assumed you'd be used to service entrances, given your background." The room fell silent. And then I saw him, Nathan, standing in the doorway. He heard everything. And he said nothing. Not one word. Just looked away. I stood there, humiliated, as the chef quietly brought me water and said, "None of us think you should be back here." I went to the bathroom, locked the door, and finally broke. I stared at my reflection. Perfect hair, smudged mascara, a dress worth more than my first month's rent. All for people who saw me as an embarrassment. I remembered everything. Nathan holding my hand on my first day of school, me crying over his college applications, the handmade Christmas cards we laughed over, because we had each other. When did he become this person? Then it hit me, Atlas. The $30 million deal. Nathan had personally thanked me, said it would fast-track his promotion. I had helped him. And this was how he repaid me? By letting his wife treat me like trash? I wiped my face, reapplied my lipstick, and made a decision. I wouldn't leave quietly. I wouldn't beg. I would stand for my values. I returned to the reception. A Morgan Finance executive told me, "Nathan's promotion is riding on your deal." That was the final piece. He wasn't just distancing himself, he was using me. So, I found Nathan near a floral arrangement. "Were you going to come find me?" I asked. He made excuses. Last-minute changes. Stephanie's family vision. "You let your wife call me the help and seat me in the kitchen," I said. "And you call that not ideal?" He admitted I didn't fit in. I pulled out my phone, dialed my CFO. "Michael, cancel the $30 million contract with Morgan Finance. Immediately." Nathan's face turned white. "Alex, what are you doing?" I stepped back. "I'm the CEO. Remember the help who built this company." Stephanie arrived, furious. "You can't do this. It's vital to Nathan's career." "I'm not punishing you," I said calmly. "I'm protecting my values. Atlas only partners with companies that respect people." I added, "Prepare a press release. Atlas seeks partners who value integrity." She begged, "Join us for dessert." Too late. I walked away. Behind me, chaos. Nathan panicking, Stephanie yelling, guests staring. I left. That night, I sobbed. 27 missed calls. 34 texts. "Nathan, you're ruining everything." I didn't respond. The next day, I confirmed the termination. Michael said, "They're furious." I didn't care. Within days, Nathan was called into emergency meetings. The deal was gone. His promotion vanished. His colleagues blamed him. Stephanie blamed him. A year later, they divorced. Nathan reached out, not for money, not for business, just to say, "I was wrong. I failed you as a brother." No demands, just an apology. We met for coffee. He looked older, thinner. He told me he'd started therapy, was reconnecting with our mom's values. He even volunteered with my new program, Roots to Rise, mentoring kids like us. We're not the same. The trust is still healing. But I've found peace. Because I learned the most important lesson. Your worth isn't what others assign you. It's what you demand for yourself.